Today I've logged into my bookwormPup64 HP T630 thin client, which is fanless and low powered, and it has a built-in 16 gig eMMC hard drive, and it also has an interestingly internal USB slot, so I put in 128 gig of USB. And this is only for legacy BIOS. So main thing that we will be discussing is how to add a voidPup64, a Puppet Linux, to a already one that has a bookwormPup64, given the limitation of a size of internal hard drive. And see how the internal hard drives are all arranged. So when I installed bookwormPup64, I've used the Gparted, and with a 16 gig internal eMMC hard drive, I've broken down into Pup's partition, and this is a save partition for Puppet Linux save folders here. And then I've given a little bit of Linux swap file. USB stick is a good size, but I only use it for my documents and photos and music and so on. So that's how I've got it all arranged, and then bookwormPup64 works fine. I've downloaded voidPup64 here. And I'll leave a link to the in a description. So to install this in a legacy BIOS, what you want to do is just open the ISO file itself, and you want to mount this image to open, yes. And then what you want to do, a partition, first partition where the bookworm is installed, and then we want to make a separate folder directory here, and we'll name that voidPup64. We'll just go ahead and use the VO, and we'll create that folder. And given that, what we want to do is grab VM Linux, initRD, SFS files, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go ahead and drag it into a VO directory. We'll copy it in and give it a couple of seconds. Now we'll just close everything, and then next what we want to do is go ahead and get a grub menu. So to do that with a legacy BIOS, what we want to do is to use the grep for DOS bootloader configuration, and then this is the eMMC in 16 gig. We're going to search only in this device, and we want to create a menu list, and OK. And it's doing its thing now, and we'll just make it easier on ourselves and just go ahead and BW and VO, and then everything else remain the same on this screen, and OK. So it's install the bootloader, OK. So now we want to edit the menu list. So this is the new menu list, and what we want to do is I find that this is usually too long. I just need 3 or 4 seconds to choose either bookworm or voidPup Linux. So, and then we want to just go ahead and delete these. I don't have Windows, and I never use advanced menu, seems like. And also what we want to do is specify here where the save file is. So we're going to say psave equals In my case, it's in save label, SAV label, and then save folder. Let me just go ahead and explain that to you after I make a copy. And also we want to put it right before the prefix in the V under VO. So that's all done. We'll go ahead and save and then quit the program. And what this refers to is the psave is where the partition save folder is. So SAV, capital SAV, is what I chose to name the partition where the save folder is. So we'll go back to the gparted again, and then within the SDA. So this is where the save partition is. So I labeled it SAV. So SDA5 has a label of capital SAV, and that's where the name comes from. And then within it, so within the SAV here, within it I also made a secondary folder, this time small letters SAVE. That's where the save folder is gonna be made here once the void Linux is all voidpup Linux is all ready to boot and so on. So that's what that all means. So right now everything is all ready to be booted again, and then what we'll do is I'll go ahead and reboot. Now I have rebooted, and this time I've booted into a newly installed voidPup64, and I've also installed a simple screen recorder so I can go ahead and record this. So here's a quick setup, and what we want to do is change this to America, in my case Los Angeles. And I know that these letterings are very small and everything is small, but basically I want to just want to make sure that the new save folder is created here, and SDA5 under the save folder. Right now we only have bookwormPup64 save folder, but as soon as everything is done correctly, we should be able to see the voidPup64 save folder here. So everything, we'll just go ahead and make that simple change, and then go ahead and log out. And then we also want to go ahead and leave. And I want to make sure that I don't lose, I don't mess up the recording here, so I have to be